Hi and welcome to Drummers Review. I'm Matt, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a quartet of snare drums by Dixon. After a complete rebrand in 2019, Dixon Drums rethought all aspects of their drum ranges. All the drums we are looking at today are 14 by 6.5 inch and sport 45-degree bearing edges, and that's where the similarity ends. Each drum has been tailored with different head combinations, snare strainers, snare butts and hoops to make each drum a unique product in Dixon's Artisan, Cornerstone and Classic ranges. From the Artisan range we have the Gregg Bissonette steel signature and the blue titanium steel snare drums, while from the Cornerstone range we have an aluminium snare. And finally, from the Classic range, we have the Sub-Zero white maple hoop snare. All drums came with a Dixon drummer's pouch, which hangs from your drum like a stick bag, but is designed specifically for keeping smaller items like drum keys, phones, car keys, and smaller spares, etc. Price-wise, these drums range from £154 up to £467, with a full price list available at www.drummersreview.com. Let's take a closer listen before coming back for our thoughts. Upon unboxing, first impressions are good. The build quality of each of the snares is pretty good. The shells are perfectly round, the bearing edges feel smooth, and the tension rods tune easily, with the exception of the Maple Sub-Zero model, where the tuning rods do seem a little stiff. Starting off with the Gregg Bissonette signature snare, it has a 1mm thick black nickel-plated steel shell, 10 double-ended chrome bridge lugs with rubber gaskets underneath each one, 2.3mm triple flanged hoops, Dixon slide lever style snare throw and adjustable butt, and 20 strand snare wires. Finally, the heads are Remo coated UT batter over a Remo UT clear snare side. As well as the pouch, you get a Dixon Bright drum key, which is a pimped up, robust drum key with a bottle opener and built-in torch for those dark stages. When played, we got a bright, crisp attack with exceptional projection and good tone. Like Mr. Bissonette himself, it's a musically versatile drum. It stayed perfectly in tune thanks to the tuning washers. Sticking with steel, and the blue titanium snare also has a 1mm steel shell, but with blue titanium plating. 20 contemporary chrome lugs, die-cast hoops, Dixon's exclusive flip drop style snare throw with adjustable butt, 20 strand snares, an Evans coated G1 batter head, and an Evans Hazy 300 on the Rezo side. It's weighty and solidly built, and with a striking look that's a real head turner, but may not suit everyone's kit colour choice. The drum has many of the same sonic characteristics as the Bissonette signature snare, but rim shots were clearer and more solid thanks to the die-cast hoops. One negative was the noisy flip drop style snare mechanism. It gave a noticeable clunk when engaged to lock it into place. When compared to the Gregg Bissonette snare of the same size, shell material and thickness, it seems you are paying mainly for die-cast hoops, a very niche finish, and slightly better quality heads, but coming in at £200 more than the Bissonette model doesn't make that much sense to us. The Cornerstone Aluminium model with its 1.2mm satin finish shell was furnished with a Dixon branded Evans Uno coated batter head over clear snare side, 20 strand snare wires and 2.3mm triple flanged hoops. Once again, under each of the 10 double-ended bridge lugs was a black rubber gasket. As stated with the blue titanium snare, we had the same issues with the snare release. It has a modern, articulate and very focused low-end tone that would make a great recording snare drum with loud and crisp rim shots. Finally, the Sub-Zero white maple hoop model from their classics range. It features a 9-ply 6.7mm maple formula shell, 20 lugs, white marbled wrap, dark maple wooden hoops, and 20 chrome claws that ooze vintage vibes. We had an Evans UV1 over clear snare side with 20 strand snare wires. We got a very rich, warm, fat backbeat and would be great for those sloppy New Orleans beats. Once again, we were presented with a clunky snare mechanism which was very stiff. Another point to note is that every cross stick and rim shot marked and dented the dark maple hoops. So if you want the drum to stay in pristine condition, then it may be worth swapping to harder wooden hoops. The claws will not clamp down too tight on the hoops, so this drum definitely works best at the mid to low tuning ranges. With all of the models providing a very usable sound, some of the models were more versatile than others. We would have liked to have seen a consistency on head choice, as the cheapest drum had some of the most expensive, better quality heads, whereas others had cheaper versions of classic heads. Like most things in life, you get what you pay for. The build quality on the 3 metal drums is really good, but coming in at over £100 less than the cheapest metal snare, the maple drum did have a few issues as previously mentioned. So whether you're looking to upgrade the heart of your kit or to add a different timbre to your sound, these drums may be worth your consideration, or you may find others in the extensive Dixon range. Why not let us know your favourite? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future content, and we'll see you next time at Drummers Review.